All right, folks, happy Friday once again. It's 28th of September. It's nearing about 7:30. Uh, my day is coming to an end. Um, Holy mackerels, the temperature dropping. It's definitely the end of September, I can tell you that. My day's about to the end here. Did up some chores. I had to run some errands and worked on sand for a little while. And yeah, got the tractor all fueled up, hooked up to the chisel plow, did a little bit of greasing, and ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow's objective is chisel plowing, chisel plowing, chisel plowing. Okay, I had this delivered a little after lunch today. A good buddy of mine, Matt, he's a contract log hauler. He was out here delivering this wood. You're looking at roughly about 10 cords of wood. This is a mix of maple and there's some beech in here. If you caught this afternoon's video, I kind of admitted to you that I failed severely in getting any firewood cut this past winter and even into the spring. I'm going to blame it on time. That's my excuse. But yeah, failed tremendously in getting any wood ready for this winter's heating source for the farm, which, don't get me wrong, it's not all complete heat, wood heat. There's a backup fuel furnace. And then I decided to put a pellet stove up upstairs as well this year. That's probably going to be going in here in a couple of weeks just to help out, a little bit. But anyway, yeah, let the fun begin now. I dare say that this is cured dried wood. This wood was cut off of a job in December. So, it's been sitting for a lengthy time in their yard, and, they cut it and stacked it according to this year's firewood sales. For people like myself that failed in getting any of mine in. The trick now is to, get it all cut up and split and piled for a little more drying out just a little bit, especially that beech. That beech can sit forever. It doesn't matter when you go to actually cut it and split it, it's still wet. There's a lot of maple here that will be burnable. And yeah, it'll be okay. Really no choice in the matter. This is the yard of camp here. The driveway yard anyway. This really is not firewood. This is crap firewood. That's actually pine, and pine is not exactly a firewood, folks. I had some pine logs that didn't amount enough to, bring them in or try and sell them anywhere, so I cut them up in firewood. I'll stick a chunk in once in a great while, into the stove that's, 3 or 4 chunks of maple and one of pine. You're not really supposed to burn pine. This is actually all that is left over from hardwood. That's maple and beech there as well from last year, which is not much. The crying shame of this whole thing is that I'm standing in roughly 60-acre hardwoods. So the wood is here at the disposal. I didn't get it cut. Don't know what else to say. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of weekends spent out here, cutting, splitting, maybe even a couple of bush lattes to make it fun. But yeah, happy Friday, everybody. Hope everything's going okay. It's also Shout Out Friday. I got 2 very good channels to shout out to you guys. I'll stop my mumble jumbling. I think I did that enough today. I'll just get right to it. Both of these channels come to me on comments left on my channel. That's how I know about them, and I think that's great. you know, I definitely pay attention to the comments and who they're from. And if I definitely see a channel, especially with a picture, you know, I'll investigate it a little bit. But yeah, these two gentlemen here have been leaving a couple comments here lately, and I think they're new subs to me, and I'm glad as hell to see it because it made me look at them and give a nice proper shout out here because they have it coming. Both these fellas are not they're not strangers to YouTube. So okay, number one, Denny's Country Life. Denny Makes Home. I'm not exactly the exact place. I'm not sure, but I do know if it's in the within the northwest of the United States. Like I said, Denny is he's actually, I don't know if his name is Denny. Denny's Country Life. That's the name of the channel, folks. Denny's Country Life is at about 170 subs. So no stranger to YouTube, and there's a reason for it because it's a pretty darn good channel. Deals in cattle, some hay, lots of chickens, lots of equipment reviews, lots of fabricating. I'm seeing a lot of garage time and explanations on how he's doing things. It's a pretty darn good educated channel if that's the education that you're looking for. Some of the fabricating that he does and equipment that he uses. It looks pretty good, very healthy, folks. I'm going to admit, like I normally do, I didn't investigate these channels fully and solely to give you the complete rundown. That's up to you to do. And me as well, as time to come. But Denny's Country Life. Check him out. You like the content, subscribe, give him a thumbs up. Show him your appreciation for having a channel and sharing his information. Good stuff. Denny's Country Life. Okay, the next one is no stranger to YouTube whatsoever. He's at about 22, little over 2,200 subs, which is fantastic. Makes his home in Pennsylvania. World's okayest farmer. World's okayest farmer. Not okiest like Oklahoma. World's okayest farmer. Like I said, makes home in Pennsylvania. A lot of off the farm and homestead videos, doing other things. Lost my bearings there for a second, folks. Yeah, it's a nice mix and combination of videos. Not only is he sharing his information and his interest in what he's doing, but just a real kind of a diary on life type channel, which I think is pretty cool. Lots of off the farm contract work. It looks like he does quite a bit of contract work having to do with a little bit of excavating, dirt work. It looks like some hauling. Very, very busy individual from what I can see. As far as the farming aspect goes, understand I didn't search into it a whole lot, but I'm seeing a lot of dealings with wheat. I'm looking very forward to checking out more of that. And a lot of family doings. It looks like a very healthy channel. I look forward to catching quite a bit more of it. But two very good shout outs here this week, folks, as far as I'm concerned. Denny's Country Life and the World's Okayest Farmer. Check them out. Give them a subscribe if if you like, and show your appreciation. And yeah, I thoroughly am pretty excited to check out a little bit more of these two channels that are new to me. Okay, folks, that's all I got here for this Friday. What's on the horizon here? Well, first thing I'm going to do is load the Ranger up with a little bit of wood and take it home and start the wood stove. I'm having problems with the backup fuel furnace. Go figure. Go figure. What are you going to do? Yeah, tomorrow I plan on doing some chisel plowing, finishing up that one 14 acre field that I had to leave because I just had to. It was almost done. And then starting on another just shy of 14 acre field. Both fields are going into shelled corn for next year. Looking very forward to that. I'm also looking to sharing a video with you folks of why and what and where and how I'm doing things with shelled corn. It's going to be a trial for me. And basically, I'm looking at what makes more sense: growing and harvesting with help of custom work, by the way, my own corn, or just plain and simply buying it. That is the big test that's coming up for next year. And I'm going to start this test off by planting it myself. So yeah, chisel plowing's taking place tomorrow. And I don't know, whatever else we can kind of come up with. I might very well get finished up with that sand, that sand job at some point here, and we'll take a nice good look at it and anything else that can be done. So, all right, folks, I got to get going. I got to tie up a couple of things here this evening before it gets really dark, the sun the light is just dropping quicker and quicker and quicker every night here. You know, it's that time of the year, it's going to happen, but it just amazes me. If you actually pay attention to the time of the day and light, and of course, you know, if you're working a lot or farming, you're outside a lot, you know the difference. But yeah, I got a few things to tie up here before my my night is ended, evening's ended, and we'll go from there. Folks, I hope you're having a real nice weekend, start of the weekend, being it's Friday and all. And I hope you got some good plans. Things are going okay. And we're going to talk to you sooner than later. See you, folks.